That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Monday.
On a Tuesday.
There we go.
Yay.
Fresh off of doing our Overreaction Monday pod. Everybody check that out, where all podcasts are acquired. Christopher, what do you have over
Man,
there?
Vikings fans. Not happy with me.
No, you're not.
Hey, everybody good? Happy Tuesday,
Yankees
everybody?
are up 1-0. I'm good. Let's go Mets.
DJ, good luck tonight.
LGM.
Oh, that's not till tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're right ahead.
FGM.
There you go.
FGM.
All right, what else?
All right, come on.
What do you got? Come on, let's
All right,
go.
Rich, here we go. Breaking news, Davante Adams is now on the Jets.
Yes.
I just saw him on my TV with Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
How about this? Davante Adams is going to have 10-plus touchdown catches from now until the end of the season.
That's an overreaction.
Last time D.A. and Aaron played together, 2021, he had 11 on the season. He's going to top that.
Let me ask you this question, Chris. When was the last time something good happened to the Jets when everybody thought that the best laid plan was actually an actually well-laid plan? When was the last time that happened?
1969.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe Namath sound like this.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers is coming. This will be great. Oh, he blows out his Achilles. Oh, no, now it's going to work out because he's coming back and, you know, it's all working out. 5 games later, they're under 500 and they fire their coach. And the interim takes over, and the side of the ball that he coaches just lets a third-string rookie running back walk down on the field on him to start the game. And then the rest of the game, there's 11 penalties and 2 missed field goals and yada, yada, yada. Overreaction. When was the last time that happened? By the way, he gets 10 touchdown catches the rest of the season. He may wind up being a first or second team all-pro wide receiver that cashes in the second-round draft choice as opposed to the third-round draft choice. And if he makes the championship game or the Super Bowl on an active roster, then that second-round pick will have been worth it. At the moment, I'll call this an overreaction and tell that to all of my Jet fan friends.
Quick, what's more likely? Who's more likely to be on the team next year, Davante or Aaron Rodgers?
I think what Chris Long just said is accurate, that Davante's like, oh, sure, I'll join a 2-4 team, meaning that he knows this is not Rodgers' last stand.
So they're both back.
That said, what's going on in Vegas is so bad that he might just be willing to accept a you know, let me get this accurate, 11-game run, you know, an old school with his boy Aaron. What else? What else you got over there?
Really bummer news out of Dallas yesterday with Aiden Hutchinson going down. He's going to be out the rest of the year with that leg. But I do think the Lions are the best team in the NFL right now, and they also need to call the Raiders about Max Crosby.
You really think the Raiders would cough up Max Crosby?
I think
too?
the Raiders are now in sell mode. I mean, I know Chris said...
Not an overreaction.
I know Chris said no
sure.
big deal, but, you know, there was kind of a pretty big incident on the sideline in their game on Sunday with the defensive coach. A little bit alarming. Things are clearly not going well in Las Vegas. Could be taking a turn for the South. If they're in sell mode, you suddenly need this position. If you're a Super Bowl team, if you're Detroit,
I think that would have
make
to
the call.
I think that would have to be done over Antonio Pierce's you-know-what body.
And Max Crosby's dead body, too. He's already been on record saying he's a Raider for life.
I get it, but if you want to win a Super Bowl...
You know where he went to school? Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Yeah, he's from Michigan.
No, I think he's from Texas. He just wound up
went
in
to college.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Ypsilanti, Eastern Michigan.
I don't know.
By the way,
I think Raider
you
Nation would
may be right that he's Raider for life, but absolutely the Lions need to call the Raiders about Max Crosby.
Make
Why
the call,
not?
man.
All right, Chris. What else?
Make the call.
Why
All right. Taking a little bit of a victory lap because I said this before the season that this player would come in and eventually be this team's starting quarterback, and played pretty well on Sunday. Granted, they got blown out, but 243 yards, threw a touchdown. He was running the ball, run around a little bit. Spencer Rattler is not going to let Derek Carr get his job back. Derek Carr's out 3 to 4 weeks.
You're really on this thing, man. You're crazy. I mean, you're on this bender now.
Derek Carr's out a month.
I know you really want this to happen.
I don't know. I just...
I
like this kid. Nothing against Derek Carr.
No, listen,
obviously.
I think he showed something, but Derek Carr was the quarterback of an offense that put up 91 points in the first 2 games of the season, wasn't he?
And what about the 3 after that?
I understand that. And Spencer Rattler had a second half that makes you think Derek Carr might have won that game for him. So, I think you really want to be
Wasn't
right
his fault,
saying
was it?
I called it in the
Really do wanna be- I do
Overreaction
really wanna be
Monday
right.
season preview podcast.
really wanna be
By
right.
the way, Max Crosby was born in Michigan, played his high school, then lived in Texas, wound up in
Okay,
Michigan.
I thought he was.
What else you got over there, Chris?
All right. We've already seen one coach go down, Robert Saleh, last week. I think there's going to be at least 2 more coaching moves before Thanksgiving.
Oh, come on, man. I didn't see Salah coming, but 2 more. So
We're not going to see him coming. And now, look,
Doug Peterson's one. Is that what you're saying?
First domino
Doug
falls.
Peterson is one. Is that what you're saying?
Unfortunately, I think Doug might get got in a week or
Okay,
so.
and
And
so
then
then-
after that, I don't know.
Name it. Name it.
Look, the team that I was just talking about, maybe Dennis Allen goes, maybe Kevin
Middle of the season?
Stefanski.
Stefanski's a 2-time coach of the year who is clearly carrying out the code red here. Okay? Get out of here. The code red is apparently on the rest of the team because this quarterback needs to sit in Cleveland. So Stefanski is doing what ownership, I believe, is demanding.
Can't fire the owner.
I just don't think so. I
Okay,
don't think
Jack
so.
Taylor,
I'll
maybe.
say no.
I don't know. Just-
I'm seeing a glass half full.
Just throwing it out
What
there.
else, Chris?
You're a glass half full guy, right?
I am that.
Rich, we saw 2 teams from this division battle it out last night. Unfortunately, only one of them is going to make the playoffs. The AFC East is only getting one.
That's not an
playoff team.
overreaction, pal. Let me just tell you this again. The Jets, let's just say it takes a while for Devontae Adams to kick in. Let's just say it. Let's just say that it's not like riding a bike because it's never that easy for the Jets, honestly. And so they lose to Pittsburgh. You're 2-5. If they lose this game to Pittsburgh's another team like Denver that the Jets in week 17, if they do make a nice run and they're looking at playoff spot 6 or 7, seed 6 or 7 in the AFC, and they might have to be one game better than Pittsburgh and Denver from here on out. And then there's a game against Indianapolis. That's another one. And Miami. I hope Tua comes back, week 8 and is healthy enough to go the rest of the season. And then all of a sudden they catch fire like they've had in the first 10 weeks of last year. But I don't think that's an overreaction. And I think you could say the AFC East is getting just one playoff team, and it's the Bills. The Bills will be
probably a
the
shot.
only AFC
Yeah.
East team to make the playoffs. I think you could even go that far.
I want to see what Tua looks like when he comes back.
Okay, so do I. And hopefully
You
it's
need one
well.
more?
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll
I
get
love
one
it.
more.
Again, the
more.
silent movie
Oh, my
acting out of
goodness.
you just is my favorite thing.
Wow.
Like you don't know it's coming. You have one more planned, and you act
Yeah.
as if that's such a shock to the system. It's really my favorite
George
part of
just
this
gave it to
whole spiel.
All right, when I said there would be 2 more coaching moves before Thanksgiving, right? There was one person I did not mention.
Okay.
Right? They just got blown out over the weekend. Mike McCarthy, TJ. Mike McCarthy is going to be the Cowboys head coach in 2025.
I don't think that is an overreaction at all. I don't think it's an overreaction at all.
He's not going anywhere. He's going to be there for a long time.
And you'd be so happy, right? You like him. No, by the way,
It's marvelous.
there's reasons to like him. There's reasons to like him.
Being likable is great. I like Jason Garrett. I thought he was a great dude. I met the man. He's awesome.
He is good people.
But maybe stuck around a little too long and maybe too many 8-8 seasons. At some point, because I'm a fan, I can go by the I like the person thing. If I'm in charge, though, it's a whole nother story. You can't go by who you like. And Chris, can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
I think you know these things.
Sure, TJ.
Detroit Lions, they were there on Sunday, right?
They were there on Sunday. Yeah.
They have a head coach,
They have a head coach.
and
Yeah.
they also have a offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they're two real good ones.
And his name was
Ben Johnson,
Ben Johnson, yeah.
who didn't take the job in D.C. but might take the one in Dallas. Is that where you're going?
What I'm saying is Ben Johnson has a playbook that's thick as War and Peace, obviously. Who knows? Maybe Ben Johnson is rocking with the Star next year.
He
this
was
time
deep
next
in
year.
his
I
bag
don't
in
know.
Dallas, and he wants his bags to be packed for Dallas.
Jerry Jones should have not let him leave.
But all that being
Right.
said, Chris, you're probably right. And you know what?
I don't think it's an
I don't know if
overreaction.
I have hope going forward, other than the fact that the Mets are doing well.
This guy keeps
Help us,
bringing up the
Francisco
Mets.
Bringing up the
Lindor.
Mets.
You're
That's
our
only going to
hope.
last 3 more games.
Congratulations.
Oh, really? You think?
There is less pie.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
Of course, I'd like the Yankees to be right here in the World Series. You kidding me?
Well, it looks like you and I are going to have to get on a plane, buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that would be incredible if it's another Subway Series. By the way, the Cleveland Guardians raising their hand saying we're still here. Hey, good stuff. Thank you. Everybody check out the Overreaction Monday pod. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.